Welcome back to our channel. Have you ever wondered how to keep a calm and steady mind in a world full of noise and chaos? How to face each day without being swept away by the turbulence of work, endless expectations, or vague anxieties? Modern life places an invisible burden on us, a constant feeling that we must do more, faster, and better, only to end up feeling like we're not truly living. A great Roman emperor grappled with these very same questions. Marcus Aurelius, the ruler of a vast empire, not only had to deal with threats of war, betrayal from his closest advisors, and the pressure of governing an entire world, but also faced the fears and insecurities of being human. Yet what set Marcus apart was not his power or wealth, but the way he perceived life. Amid the chaos of his responsibilities, Marcus turned to Stoicism, a philosophy that became a guiding light for his soul during the darkest nights. Imagine this: you're the leader of an empire, and every decision you make could alter the fate of millions. How would you handle things when they don't go your way, when challenges arise, or when you're faced with opposition from those you once trusted? Marcus did something few would think of. He chose not to control the uncontrollable, but instead focused on mastering himself. "We cannot control the world," Marcus once wrote, "but we can always control how we face it." These reflections, immortalized in his meditations, were not just reminders for himself, but also a timeless gift to us, those searching for peace in the chaos of modern life. But how does this relate to you? How can the advice of an ancient emperor help you, someone navigating work, relationships, and the invisible pressures of society today? Let me tell you a story. You wake up one morning, your mind heavy after a restless night. Your phone buzzes with a flood of unread emails, your to-do list looms, and an undercurrent of unnameable anxieties starts to creep in. You want to escape this cycle, but have no idea where to begin. This is where Marcus Aurelius steps in. He would tell you that it's not your work, your emails, or the criticisms from the world that make you suffer. It's how you perceive them and how you react to them that creates your unease. Here lies the turning point of this story. If you want to change your life, you don't need to change the world. You only need to change how you approach it. This is the core power that Marcus Aurelius conveys through meditations. A power that doesn't stem from authority or force, but from mastering your own mind and self. In this video, we will explore the daily habits that helped Marcus Aurelius live a life of meaning and resilience, even when facing unimaginable challenges. We will learn how to start each day with calm, focus on what truly matters, and turn difficulties into opportunities for growth. These lessons are not mere philosophical theories. They are practical guides for you to apply to your everyday life. Get ready for a journey full of inspiration, where you will not only gain deeper insight into one of history's greatest philosophers, but also discover how his wisdom can transform your own life. Marcus once wrote, "Do not act as if you had 1,000 years to live. Every day is a gift, and each day you can choose to live a life that truly matters." So, are you ready to begin living a life that truly matters? Let's take this journey together. If you feel this video can add value to your life, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss more inspiring content like this. Give it a thumbs up if you agree with Marcus's philosophy, and leave a comment below. How would you like to start changing your life today? I'd be delighted to read and respond to your thoughts. 1. Mornings with intention, starting the day with calm. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius revealed one of the secrets that helped him face the immense pressures of ruling an empire, starting each day with calm and reflection. This wasn't just a strategy for mastering the morning. It was the key to maintaining clarity, serenity, and purpose throughout a day filled with heavy responsibilities. For Marcus, every morning was an opportunity to reset his mind, prepare for challenges, and live the day aligned with virtue. Marcus Aurelius's morning routine. When reading Marcus's reflections, you'll notice that he often reminded himself of the nature of life and humanity. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This wasn't an expression of pessimism, but rather a method of mentally bracing himself for the challenges ahead. By acknowledging these truths, he fortified his mind to face imperfections without being shaken. His morning practice included meditation, a tool that not only helped him regain balance, but also reconnected him with the core principles of Stoicism, focusing on what he could control and letting go of what he could not. Morning meditation is more than just a technique to maintain calm. It offers profound benefits for both the mind and body. 1. Mental reset. In the stillness of the early morning, our minds are free from the clutter of notifications, to-do lists, or external pressures. This is the perfect time to shape the mood and direction of the day. 2. Improved focus. Spending moments concentrating on your breath and thoughts trains your mind to manage distractions, enhancing your ability to tackle complex tasks during the day. 3. Stress reduction. By taking time to reflect and accept that not everything is within your control, you can free yourself from unnecessary worries and start the day with clarity. Practical suggestions for viewers. 1. Wake up with a clear purpose. Instead of waking up in a rush, set your alarm 15 to 30 minutes earlier than usual. Use this time exclusively for yourself before the demands of the day take over. 2. Create a quiet space. Find a corner in your home where you can sit undisturbed. You can enhance the atmosphere with soft lighting, a comfortable mat, or simply a cozy chair. 3. Practice simple meditation. If you're new to meditation, start with 5 to 10 minutes. Sit upright, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to the present moment. 4. Keep a morning journal. Spend a few minutes writing down your thoughts. What are you grateful for? What concerns you? These entries don't need to be perfect, they just need to be honest. Journaling helps clear your mind and set your priorities for the day. 5. Read a short philosophical passage. Choose an inspiring book or a short piece of philosophy like Meditations. Even a brief excerpt can provide clarity and direction for your mind. Remember, if someone ruling an entire Roman Empire could dedicate time each morning for reflection, so can you. No matter how busy your schedule, those first moments of the day are your most valuable investment in yourself. Imagine you're an office worker, waking up stressed by unread emails and a packed meeting schedule. Instead of checking your phone immediately, you decide to take 10 minutes to meditate. Sitting quietly in your living room, you focus on your breath and allow your worries to pass without clinging to them. Afterward, you open Meditations and read a passage. Remember, that time is your most precious asset. Each day is a gift. From that moment, you step into the day with calm and confidence, knowing you've already taken control of your morning. Mornings aren't just the start of the day, they're the foundation for how you approach life. By learning from Marcus Aurelius and adopting these habits, you can not only improve your mindset, but also build a life that feels more meaningful and fulfilling. Start tomorrow with a sense of calm and notice the difference in how you live, work, and love. Marcus once said, "Live each day as if it were your last." Are you ready to live that fully? 2. Working with focus, facing the day with purpose. For Marcus Aurelius, work was not merely a necessity or an obligation, it was an opportunity to embody virtue and make meaningful contributions to the world. His approach to daily tasks reflected a profound commitment to focus and purpose, even amidst the overwhelming pressures of ruling an empire. Marcus believed that by concentrating on the present moment and aligning actions with principles, one could navigate life with clarity and intention. In Meditations, Marcus reminds himself, "Don't waste the rest of your life worrying about others unless it affects the common good. It will keep you from doing anything useful." This advice underscores the importance of staying focused on what truly matters, our responsibilities and actions, rather than being distracted by external noise or unnecessary concerns. He approached his duties as emperor with the mindset of a servant leader, emphasizing the importance of fulfilling his role with integrity and diligence. For Marcus, the quality of one's work was not determined by recognition or success, but by the effort and intention behind it. By consistently focusing on the task at hand, Marcus Aurelius exemplified the Stoic ideal of working deeply, a concept that resonates strongly with the challenges of our modern, distraction-filled world. Working with focus isn't just about completing tasks. It's a transformative practice that shapes our character and our relationship with the world around us. 1. Enhanced productivity. When we commit fully to a task, we accomplish more in less time. Focused work eliminates inefficiencies caused by distractions and multitasking. Second, sense of fulfillment. Immersing ourselves in meaningful work gives us a sense of purpose and satisfaction. As Marcus taught, excellence is found in the process, not just the outcome. 3. Reduced stress. By focusing on what is within our control, our efforts, not the results, we free ourselves from the anxiety of chasing unattainable perfection or external validation. Practical suggestions for viewers. 1. Eliminate distractions. Identify the main sources of distraction in your day. It could be your phone, social media, or a noisy environment. Create a dedicated workspace, free from interruptions to help you maintain focus. 2. Prioritize tasks. Start your day by identifying your top 3 priorities. These should align with your goals and values. Use tools like the Eisenhower matrix to distinguish between what is urgent and what's important. 3. Practice deep work. Dedicate blocks of time to uninterrupted, focused work. For instance, try the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes without distractions, then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle for optimal concentration. 4. Reflect on your intentions. Before starting a task, take a moment to reflect. Why is this important? How does it contribute to your long-term goals? This practice, inspired by Marcus's reflections, will help you find meaning in even the smallest tasks. 5. Accept constructive feedback. Marcus often sought wisdom from others, understanding the value of constructive criticism. Be open to feedback as a tool for growth, rather than a source of judgment. Imagine you're a student overwhelmed by an upcoming exam or a professional swamped with deadlines. Instead of panicking, you take a step back and remind yourself of Marcus's words. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You decide to focus solely on what you can control, your preparation. You silence your phone, organize your study materials, and set a timer for uninterrupted study. By channeling your energy into purposeful work, you not only reduce anxiety, but also improve the quality of your efforts. Consider the story of an entrepreneur launching a new project. She feels the weight of competition, doubts from peers, and the uncertainty of success. Drawing inspiration from Marcus Aurelius, she focuses on her process rather than the outcome. Each day, she dedicates herself to small deliberate actions, refining her product, reaching out to customers, and improving her skills. Months later, while the results are still uncertain, she feels a profound sense of accomplishment. Why? Because she has honored her efforts, embraced her purpose, and worked in alignment with her values. Work is more than a means to an end. It's an arena for growth, discipline, and self-mastery. By adopting Marcus Aurelius's approach to focus and purpose, we can transform even the most mundane tasks into meaningful endeavors. The next time you sit down to work, ask yourself, am I acting with intention? Am I focusing on what I can control? In a world filled with distractions, let Marcus's wisdom guide you to a life of purpose and clarity. As Marcus once wrote, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have work to do as a human being to live a virtuous life. How will you choose to approach your work today? 3. Rest and balance. Finding peace. Amidst responsibilities, Marcus Aurelius understood something that often escapes us in today's fast-paced world. Balance is not a luxury, but a necessity for a fulfilling life. Despite being burdened with the immense responsibilities of ruling an empire, he valued moments of rest and the simple pleasures that recharged his spirit. For Marcus, work and rest were not opposites, but complementary forces, each vital for living a life aligned with virtue and wisdom. In Meditations, Marcus wrote, if you seek tranquility, do less. Or, more accurately, do what's essential. By doing less, you accomplish more and better. This statement is a profound reminder that rest is not about laziness, but about prioritizing what truly matters. For Marcus, rest was more than mere physical recovery. It was an opportunity to nurture the mind and soul. He found solace in nature, enjoyed intellectual pursuits such as reading, and practiced self-reflection to gain clarity amidst the demands of leadership. His balanced approach to life teaches us that productivity and relaxation are not at odds. Rather, they work hand in hand to foster creativity, resilience, and well-being. Rest is not just about pausing, it's about actively restoring your capacity to engage with the world meaningfully. 1. Renewed energy. Regular moments of rest replenish your physical and mental energy, allowing you to return to tasks with greater focus and efficiency. 2. Improved decision-making. When you step back from constant activity, you create space for thoughtful reflection, leading to clearer and more intentional choices. 3. Stress reduction. Engaging in restorative activities like walking in nature or reading helps calm the mind and reduce the harmful effects of chronic stress. Practical suggestions for viewers. 1. Schedule time for rest. In a world that glorifies hustle, it's easy to overlook rest. Block out time in your calendar for breaks, relaxation, and hobbies, just as you would for important meetings or deadlines. 2. Reconnect with nature. Take a walk in a park, sit by a river, or simply step outside to breathe fresh air. Marcus often turned to nature to find perspective and peace, and this practice remains just as effective today. 3. Engage in a hobby. Find an activity that brings you joy and allows your mind to relax. Whether it's painting, gardening, or playing music, hobbies are a powerful way to recharge. Practice mindful rest. Avoid mindless distractions like excessive scrolling on social media. Instead, engage in activities that truly nurture your spirit, such as meditation, journaling, or deep conversations with loved ones. 5. Reflect on your accomplishments. Take a few moments each day to appreciate what you've achieved, no matter how small. This practice of gratitude not only enhances your sense of balance, but also reinforces a positive outlook on life. Imagine a busy professional who spends hours at their desk, barely pausing for a break. Over time, they feel drained, uninspired, and disconnected. Now, imagine the same person taking 15 minutes each afternoon to step outside, enjoy a quiet moment in the sun, and reflect on their progress. These simple moments of intentional rest can dramatically shift their energy, focus, and overall well-being. Consider a parent juggling the demands of work, family, and personal growth. Inspired by Marcus Aurelius, they decide to incorporate small moments of rest into their day. During lunch breaks, they go for a short walk instead of eating at their desk. In the evenings, they spend 10 minutes journaling to clear their mind. Though their schedule remains busy, these intentional pauses help them feel more present with their children, more effective at work, and more at peace with themselves. Rest is not a sign of weakness. It is a cornerstone of strength and clarity. Marcus Aurelius showed us that even the most powerful individuals need time to pause, reflect, and recharge. Ask yourself, am I honoring my need for balance? Am I giving myself the space to restore my energy and perspective? By prioritizing rest and finding balance, you can approach life with greater wisdom and resilience. As Marcus wrote, people seek retreats for themselves, in the country, by the sea, or in the mountains. But you can find a retreat anytime you wish, by looking within yourself. What steps will you take today to create your own moments of peace and balance? 4. Turning obstacles into opportunities, the Stoic path to growth. Marcus Aurelius faced immense challenges during his reign as Emperor of Rome: wars, political betrayal, plagues, and the relentless weight of leadership. Yet, instead of succumbing to despair or frustration, he viewed every obstacle as a chance to grow. This profound mindset, captured in his famous line, "The impediment to action advances action." What stands in the way becomes the way, lies at the heart of Stoicism and remains a timeless lesson for overcoming difficulties in life. To Marcus, Challenges were not punishments, but opportunities to cultivate virtues such as patience, courage, and resilience. He believed that adversity was an inevitable part of life, and that our true power lay in how we chose to respond. For example, when faced with criticism or betrayal, Marcus saw these as moments to practice self-control and forgiveness. When confronted with external chaos, he turned inward to find clarity and focus. His philosophy teaches us that growth often arises not despite hardship, but because of it. Viewing challenges as opportunities isn't just an inspiring idea, it's a transformative practice with profound benefits. 1. Builds resilience. By confronting difficulties head-on, you develop the strength to handle future challenges with confidence and grace. 2. Enhances problem-solving skills. Obstacles force you to think creatively and adapt, unlocking new perspectives and solutions. 3. Fosters personal growth. Adversity pushes you beyond your comfort zone, allowing you to discover strengths and abilities you never knew you had. Practical suggestions for viewers. 1. Reframe your perspective. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Instead of seeing obstacles as threats, view them as teachers guiding you toward growth. 2. Focus on what you can control. Take a page from Marcus's philosophy. Direct your energy toward your own actions and responses, rather than worrying about external factors beyond your control. 3. Breakdown the problem. Big. Challenges can feel overwhelming. Divide them into smaller, manageable steps, and tackle each one with focus and determination. Practice emotional resilience. When emotions run high, pause and take a deep breath. Remind yourself that your reaction, not the event itself, determines your peace of mind. 5. Celebrate small wins. Every time you overcome a difficulty, no matter how small, acknowledge your progress. These victories reinforce your belief in your ability to face future challenges. Imagine losing your job unexpectedly, a moment that can feel devastating. Instead of dwelling on the loss, you decide to see it as an opportunity to reevaluate your career path. Inspired by Marcus's teachings, you focus on building new skills, exploring different industries, and reconnecting with your passions. Months later, you not only find a job, but also discover a more fulfilling career, all because you chose to turn adversity into an opportunity. Consider the story of a young athlete recovering from a serious injury. Initially, they feel defeated, watching their peers continue to compete while they're sidelined. But one day, they remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. What stands in the way becomes the way. Instead of giving in to despair, the athlete channels their energy into rehabilitation. They strengthen not only their body, but also their mental toughness, using the time off to study the game and improve their strategy. When they return, they perform better than ever, proving that obstacles can indeed be the path to greatness. Challenges are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones to becoming the best version of yourself. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that life's difficulties, while painful, hold the potential to shape us in ways we cannot imagine. The next time you encounter an obstacle, ask yourself, how can I grow from this? By embracing challenges with courage and curiosity, you unlock a resilience that can transform your life. As Marcus wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. What obstacles are you facing today, and how can you turn them into opportunities for growth? 5. Practicing Memento Mori, embracing the fragility of life. One of the most profound and humbling practices in Stoicism is Memento Mori, or remember you will die. For Marcus Aurelius, this was not a morbid obsession, but a powerful reminder of life's impermanence and the urgency to live meaningfully. By contemplating mortality, Marcus was able to focus on what truly mattered and discard the trivial concerns that so often consume our energy. In his meditations, Marcus wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." These words, while stark, serve as a guide for prioritizing purpose and virtue in the face of life's fleeting nature. As Emperor of Rome, Marcus was no stranger to the fragility of life. He witnessed wars, plagues, and the transience of power. Yet, instead of being paralyzed by fear, he embraced the inevitability of death as a tool for clarity and action. Marcus often reflected on how mortality places everything into perspective. The accolades, possessions, and trivial disputes of the day become insignificant when viewed through the lens of life's impermanence. What remains important, he believed, are our actions, character, and the legacy we leave behind. Far from being depressing, the practice of Memento Mori can enrich our lives in powerful ways. 1. Clarifies priorities. Contemplating mortality helps us focus on what truly matters: our relationships, contributions, and personal growth, rather than superficial distractions. 2. Reduces fear. By accepting death as a natural part of life, we can free ourselves from the anxiety that often accompanies thoughts of the unknown. 3. Inspires. Action. Recognizing the limited time we have motivates us to seize opportunities and make the most of each day. Practical suggestions for viewers. Reflect on mortality regularly. Take a few moments each week to remind yourself of life's impermanence. This could be through journaling, meditation, or simply reading meaningful quotes like Marcus's reflections in Meditations. 2. Focus on what truly matters. Ask yourself, if today were my last day, what would I regret not doing? Let the answer guide your actions and priorities. 3. Practice gratitude. Mortality reminds us to appreciate life's fleeting moments. Cultivate gratitude for the people, experiences, and opportunities you have today. 4. Simplify your life. Recognize that many of the things we stress about, status, possessions, or petty conflicts, will ultimately fade. Focus instead on what brings genuine joy and meaning. 5. Strengthen relationships. Reach out to loved ones, express your appreciation, and resolve conflicts. Let the awareness of life's brevity inspire deeper and more authentic connections. Imagine a person constantly consumed by work, neglecting their family and health in pursuit of success. One day, they stumble upon Marcus Aurelius's words, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." This realization prompts them to reassess their priorities. They begin spending more time with their children, improving their health, and pursuing passions they had long abandoned. By embracing Memento Mori, they transform their life into one of intention and fulfillment. Consider the story of a man who, after surviving a near-fatal accident, found his perspective on life completely altered. Before the accident, he was preoccupied with material success and social status. But the brush with death made him realize the fragility of existence. He started journaling each morning, reflecting on how he wanted to live the day ahead. He simplified his life, let go of toxic relationships, and began cherishing time with his family. Inspired by Memento Mori, he found peace and purpose that had previously eluded him. Life is a precious and finite gift, and Memento Mori reminds us to treat it as such. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that by facing mortality with courage and acceptance, we can live more fully, love more deeply, and act with greater purpose. Ask yourself, am I living in a way that honors the time I have? By embracing the impermanence of life, you can find the strength to focus on what truly matters and leave behind a legacy of meaning. As Marcus wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." What steps will you take today to live with greater purpose and intention?